You're listening to the Hella Well with Danielle show, a podcast taking women of color on a journey exploring all things wellness and travel related. We're all about showing you how to put on your oxygen mask first and creating lasting self-care habits that will free you to travel the world and live the life you truly desire, and not one you have to fake loving. I'm your host, Danielle Washington. Now let's buckle up and start this journey. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Hella Well with Danielle podcast, your weekly mental vacation from the daily grind for busy women who just need a moment to pause, breathe, and woosah. I am your host, Danielle Washington, and I have a question for you. You ever had a moment or felt like I've been trying to manifest, I've been, praying on it, I've been setting intentions, I've been doing my sankalpa. If you didn't hear the last week's episode, this is for you. But I've been doing all these things and it doesn't seem to be working. Like it just doesn't seem like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like I just feel stuck. If this is you, today's podcast episode is for you 100%. I feel like especially this time of the year, today is January 11th. It is the 11/11 portal or 111 portal. Most people talk about it is a new moon. It's a super new moon. If this means nothing to you, don't worry about it. You don't need to understand anything about the new moons. But what often people say around a new moon is a good time to manifest, set intentions. When it's a super moon, it's like especially a really good time to attempt to manifest and try to create these desires to come to fruition. But there's a problem that we're not thinking about and we're not talking about, or no one's really focusing on, that's at the root of why when you have these desires, they're not really working out for you. But before we get too deep into the conversation today about why you're feeling stuck and how to kind of get out of it, let's do some breathing exercises just to kind of tune in, connect collectively into this space, telling the outside world, have several seats. So if you can, close your eyes. I invite you to put your hands on your heart. And just begin to inhale and exhale through your nose. Connecting with your breath. Feeling your belly expand as you inhale. And contract in as you exhale. Just being mindful, being here, being now. We're going to take a collective inhale together. Inhaling deeply now. Holding the breath. And then slowly exhaling. And one more time. Inhale deeply, taking this the deepest breath you've taken all day. Hold. And then exhale slowly, fluttering your eyes open. And let's begin. And there's this concept, or what I like to think of it as like this bondage or this chain of cycle between desire and doubt. I really want this to happen. I really want a new job, this amazing apartment. I want a new boyfriend. But then there's this voice inside of you. There's this belief that may be really deeply hidden, or it's something on the surface that's saying, nah, I don't think you have the skills to get a new job. Nah, I don't think you have the wherewithal to, get a new apartment, or love is not in the cards for you, sis. That's that voice of doubt. And when desire and doubt come in together and they're battling each other, it's a face-off. It's like in one corner we have desires, everything that I want and dream of, like that I'm manifesting. I know that I'm worthy of it and I'm going to go for it because I've been told that I can manifest anything with my words. That's one corner. And then the other corner, here we have doubt. This one's a heavy hitter. It is heavy hitting you from below the belt, sneaky. It's in the shadows. You can't really see it, but it's like, I am blocking anything that you desire because that's my job and I am really good at my job. So you have these two major energies coming head to head in a battle, desire and doubt. And what happens when you have two major forces coming together to battle it out? In our energetic world, in our lives, when this happens, when we have these desires, but we also have these doubts, that's when we come to a standstill. That's when we come to an impasse. That's when you become stuck. Not because you didn't have the desire, but you just become stuck because positive and a negative neutralize into, I don't know which way to go. So the universe is like, I'm just going to sit here until you figure it out. And one of the things that helps you figure this out is being able to strengthen your desire, but also being able to get to the root of these hidden beliefs. Because oftentimes these beliefs that we have, these feelings, these weights that we carry, we don't even know that we're carrying them. Like we're carrying these heavy things that are big boulder blocks that they're blocking our doubts, that's blocking our manifestations, that's blocking our desires, our dreams, our joy, that we don't even know are there. I feel like if you think about it like movie-wise, it's like there's this villain that's in your movie that you are creating. You're the director, and you don't even know the villain's there because he's invisible. But I need you to remember that you're the director. You are the director of this story. At any point, you can say, cut, get out of here. Nope, this is not your scene. I don't need you in the movie. We no longer need your role. And that starts with awareness. That's the first step of unraveling this battle in this cycle between desire and doubt, and getting them to kind of get to where desire can kind of become the winner of this whole situation. That first step is awareness. And how do you get there? I mean, there's many different ways you can go about doing this. For me, I feel like I get this through my yoga practice. I get this through my meditation practice. I get this through chanting mantras. And when I talk about my yoga practice, for those who aren't familiar, I'm talking about Kundalini yoga. For me, Kundalini yoga and the things that we do, it's a science. It is literally called the yoga of awareness for a reason. There's certain poses and exercise sequences that we do, which are called kriyas, that I find that really help me get into the state of zero, where I'm not thinking about the negative, I'm not thinking about the positive, but I'm in that zero mindset. And that helps me be present. That helps me be in the moment, to where I'm not focusing on the desire and I'm not focusing on the doubt. I'm just here. And it's within those moments that you can get that clarity. The other side of this whole situation is, you can strengthen your desires by working on clarity, by using gratitude, by using gratitude as well. That's something that has definitely been helping me recently. And I won't lie, I've been kind of surprised about how well giving gratitude and saying things that I'm grateful for is really boosting my ability to stay in this present space and to be on a higher frequency. I will be the first one to admit, I was like, no, I hear you. I see people doing gratitude journals. I didn't get it. And it wasn't until recently when I started doing it frequently and not just saying what I'm grateful for, but feeling what I'm grateful for. It was just hitting on a different level that I'm just like, oh, I feel this in my entire body. And it's an emotional reaction to gratitude. And that has been helping me strengthen my desires. You also need to be able to get to the root of what is the weight that's holding you back. that's pulling you down, anchoring you down from living the life you truly desire to being able to manifest your dreams and know that they came true because you were able to have that experience. We don't know the route all the time, but being able to do that, again, how I've been able to do this is through my practice. It is oftentimes where I'm in these really hard movements. I'm moving my hands or holding my arms a certain way or my legs a certain way, and I'm breathing, and I'm so focused on whatever I'm doing. And we're holding these positions usually for like 3 minutes, sometimes 11 minutes, that it was within that resistance, within that breath work, or that within that process, that I get to this aha moment of, oh, wow, I didn't even realize I had this belief. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that I can strengthen my desires in this way, because when I channel it using this force, this breath work, oh my God, this really makes a difference. There's so many different ways besides using yoga, besides using meditation or breath work. You can do mindful activities. Like encourage yourself to, like, while you're cooking, while you're walking, while you're driving, focus fully on that task at hand rather than the results. Because what happens sometimes is that we're so focused in on the desire and it succeeding or failing that we get caught up versus just experiencing being in the moment and allowing us to be just enjoying the process and not being attached to the outcome. And that's like a whole other podcast. Not everything happens on our timeline. I hate that that's the truth. But it's the truth that I have learned throughout my life, that not everything happens on my timeline. But what I do recognize is when I am in this zero mindset, that's when things start shifting. When I can detach myself from the desire. That's when what I quote unquote want to manifest starts to come to life. And I'm not saying not to desire something. We're human. Of course you're going to desire things. I'm not saying that doubt's going to go away. We're human. That's just part of life. That's part of the growth pattern. Because you can't know joy without having some kind of pain or challenge. So it's being able to figure out how you can move and dance within this flow between desire and doubt that allows you to manifest what you truly desire and live the life that you know that you deserve. And if you don't know you deserve it, I'm telling you right now, you deserve the life that you desire. But it starts with becoming first aware of what are the roots that are holding you back, and then seeing what is it that I need to start releasing these or transmuting these feelings, these beliefs, so I can really step into my life, my life's purpose, my desires. Maya Angelou has this beautiful quote that says, "You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them." I invite you not to be reduced by them. And that starts with awareness. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you been struggling with this topic? Is this something that you've been dealing with? You can hit me up on Instagram at HelloWellWithDanielle or on TikTok. And let's continue this conversation. We are the director of our lives. We just got to figure out how to become aware of what villains are playing in roles that we didn't actually want to have been playing roles. That's all for this week. I'll talk to you next time. Ciao. Thanks for joining us this week on the Hello Well with Danielle show. Make sure to visit our website, hellowellwithdanielle.com, where you can subscribe to our show on iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon Music and never miss an episode. Also, you can follow us on social media at Hello Well with Danielle on Facebook and Instagram, and Hello Well Danny on Twitter. And if you hella love the show and got some good nuggets out of it, know that I'm not too proud to ask for you to please leave a rating or review on iTunes so that we can continue to expand our reach and help other women of color. Again, thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you next week. Ciao.